Good morning. Do you like my new location? I'm sitting on the floor in my bathroom. I hit 3K. What? What? No, but seriously, this is crazy. I'm eternally grateful. So I asked people to submit anonymous questions for a 3K Q&A, and y'all did, so I'm gonna answer them. Do you answer everybody who writes you a message? For the most part. If you write me something mean or weird, then no. Yeah, if you send me a question, I will answer it. What are your pronouns? Any. I am a being piloting a meat suit. What made you want to play Danganronpa? What was the most annoying moment in any of the games for you? I need to admit something that might make you guys think differently of me. I've never played Danganronpa. I've only watched Let's Plays of it. That's why it's taking me so long to get through Danganronpa 3, because I'm not actually playing it. I don't own a computer or any consoles. I'm a fraud. But the most annoying moment in any of the games for me, I mean, I hated Danganronpa spoilers for this video, by the way. I hated the Chihiro Mondo trial. I just thought, and listen, I know it's Danganronpa. I know nobody acts like a Danganronpa character in real life, but it frustrated me that so many different things happen with that case that only would happen because nobody would act like that. Byakuya and what Byakuya did makes no sense. Mondo and what Mondo did makes no sense. Chihiro's reasoning behind his secret makes no sense. Like, all of it sucks. Also, the pacing of Trigger Happy Havoc, I love that game. The pacing's fucking atrocious. They repeat themselves over and over and over again. It is very annoying. The gameplay of that game makes me feel like they think their target audience is children, but the content of the game is wildly inappropriate. It's very mixed. It's odd. In one of your videos, you mentioned that you make your own iced coffee. Have you ever been a barista? If you ever were one, how do you think the job would be? I have never been a barista, and I think it would suck. It's very fast-paced. People would be an asshole to you all the time. I am not cut out for customer service in any capacity. Is your room clean? Absolutely not. There's a reason my background is a white sheet in most of my videos. What is making you happy right now? 2 days ago, I became monetized on YouTube. I made my account, I believe, in 2015. I started actually posting videos in 2017. I am just now getting monetized, and it feels so incredible. I am so unbelievably happy. Editor's note. Obviously I'm editing this video right now, and it's so funny to me that I genuinely am overjoyed about my monetization, and I really am happy just thinking about it in that moment, but my delivery is so deadpan that, like, even when I am happy about something, I'm just like, I love it. It's so awesome. I promise I am actually genuinely excited. I am just so monotone. Is a call okay or texts only? I'm not a phone call person. I do not answer phone calls. When is your birthday? June 8th. I'm a Gemini. Yes, I do have the same birthday as Kanye West. Haha. Favorite set of nails you have made? So I make fake press-on nails for myself, instead of actually putting polish on my person. Honestly, I made a set of very short, plain white ones, and it looked really good. I was watching one of my old vlogs for some reason, and I saw them, and I was tanner because it was summer, and I was like, oh, those are cute. Bet that many are jealous of you. If they are, they shouldn't be. Everyone online, myself included, only shows what they want to show. They only present a side of themselves and a side of their life that they want to present. You never know what's going on with people behind closed doors. When I was in high school, I was kind of friends, more acquaintances, with someone who is now, I think she's a popular influencer. I'm not actually sure how relevant she is. I think she's relevant because I know her. She's an influencer now, and I used to be so jealous of her. Like, I thought she had the perfect life. And then one day I was just like, no, I actually don't know if she has the perfect life. That's just what she chooses to present. Also, don't be jealous of me. I have a lot of issues, physically and mentally, and I'm an asshole, so. First crush. When I was in the second grade, I think, I remember we were all sitting around in a circle, my class, and I like looked around at everybody and I just thought, people have crushes. I should have a crush on someone. And I looked around at my classmates in the circle. I was like, they're all ugly. So I have to pick the least ugly one. And then I did. And I like just decided to have a crush on him, and then I did. And people be like, who do you like? And I'd be like, I like so-and-so. They should have figured out that I'm neurodivergent way before they did. You are truly a unique person, in a good sense. Thank you. Would you apologize even when it is not your fault? Absolutely the fuck not. I was a big asshole in high school. I was completely unwilling to listen to authority. Sometimes I was right. A teacher pissed me off. I don't remember, she had some kind of issue with me. I remember I told her that I didn't respect her, and then somebody tried to get me to apologize to her, and I was like, I'm not sorry. Like, I think it's really dumb to apologize when you're not sorry. Like, what good is this doing? I'm not sorry. It's not gonna make you feel better because you know that I'm lying to you. Like, I don't get it. I don't want you guys to think that I was out here shitting on teachers for absolutely no reason. I was a troubled individual, and like 99% of the time, I was just standing up for myself instead of letting people disrespect me, but I did it in not a good way. Like, instead of being like, hey, please don't speak to me like that, I would immediately get like really mad and angry and be like, fuck you. I was a pretty immature teenager. I had zero control over my emotions. Just thought that would be added context. I get nervous even thinking about messaging you. Don't. When I first meet new people, they think I'm so intimidating and like cold and standoffish and aloof. It's only because I'm so awkward. I like don't know what to do, so I just stand there like... I'm like a wild animal. I promise I'm more scared of you than you are of me. Also, you can message me here, so it's anonymous, so it doesn't matter. You only add close friends on your socials, ? Yes and no. My Instagram is open to the public to follow. I just burped. I don't know why I need to announce to the world every time I burp. I have 2 TikTok accounts, a main aesthetic one and a shitposting one. Those are open for people to follow. I have other social media accounts like a Facebook and a Snapchat. Those are for only people I know in real life. Have you ever been in love? Yes. Are you a happy person? I would not say I'm a happy person, but I would say I'm an optimist. I've been struggling with depression for a long time. I don't consider myself like a particularly happy person, but I intentionally choose to be an optimist, and I choose to have faith, and I choose to be a glass half full person. What is your advice to start YouTube? I love all of your videos so much. Thank you, first of all. My advice is, when I was first starting YouTube, I felt like I couldn't do it because I didn't have any like fancy equipment. I film on my phone. I edit in iMovie. My backdrop that you guys see is a bed sheet. I bought a $20 phone stand off Amazon. Like, you don't need anything fancy. I always thought like I needed an expensive digital camera and Final Cut Pro or whatever everybody uses. And you don't need anything fancy. You just gotta put it out there. And also, believe in your content. Go at it with 100% seriousness. That's something I struggled with, where I would like diminish my YouTube stuff because I thought people would see it as cringe. So I'd be like, oh, it's so silly, like I make YouTube videos, and I'd be like kind of ashamed of it. I took a break from YouTube last summer, and then I came back with a vengeance, and I was like, I'm not gonna be ashamed of this. I love doing it. And now, finally, after all these years, it's like taken off, and I really think it's because I started believing in myself and being proud of it. If you are passionate enough about something, people will see it and they'll believe you too. Like, that fake it till you make it mentality is 100% true. If you are confident enough in something, people will believe you. So make the content you want to make and own it. Do you have a tattoo, and if you don't, would you get one, and why? I know in all of my recent videos I've been wearing sweaters and sweatshirts because my bedroom is in the basement and it has no heat and it's cold. But come summer, when I'm wearing t-shirts, you shall see that I do have tattoos. I have a tattoo tour, actually, posted on my YouTube. I don't have many tattoos, but they're all pretty dark and visible, so yeah, check out my tattoo tour video if you want to take a good look at them. tattoo tour video will be linked in the description of this video. Do you already know what you want to do for your next birthday? I've never had any idea in my entire life. Tell us who you are into right now. My boyfriend. What is the most difficult convo you've ever had? So, I actually filmed and deleted this Q&A already. And for this question, I rambled for 10 minutes, didn't like how I worded it, deleted it, rambled for another 10 minutes. I know what I consider to be the most difficult conversation I've ever had in my life, and I don't want to recount it, not for my own sake, but it's just very trauma dumpy and it's a long story and whatever. More recently, the most difficult conversation I had was last April. I realized that I needed to get help with my mental health, and it took me like 6 months to gather the courage to finally contact my doctor and be like, listen, I need to see a psychiatrist. Like, I'm not doing well. I need help. So contacting my doctor and like actually reaching out for help was really hard. It took me 6 months, but I'm really glad I did it. So, chocolate or vanilla? What a sweet, simple, innocent question directly after a really deep one. My whole life I've been staunchly a chocolate person. I actively disliked vanilla. And then in the past like 2 years, I've been on the vanilla train. I'm growing up. Are you a good friend? Yes and no. Because of my mental health, I can be pretty flaky. It's hard for me to leave my house sometimes. So people will be like, let's hang out, and I'll be like, maybe. Sometimes I get insecure and I like diminish my own presence in people's lives. So like I won't go to shit and I'll be like, well, it doesn't matter that much. Like they won't even miss my presence. And then people will be like, where were you, bitch? I am a ride or die for my friends though. When was the last time you got really lost and what happened? I got this question 2 days ago and I've been thinking about it ever since. And I genuinely cannot think of a single time I was like truly lost. I have a good sense of direction. Ever thought about how you want to be buried? Tell me. Now we're getting to the real shit. I want to be cremated. I am deeply fascinated with the embalming process, but I do not want that to happen to me. I think it's a waste of money and materials. That's just my personal belief. Although the process is very interesting, I don't want to stay a corpse forever. I feel like that's wrong. Again, nothing against people who want to be embalmed. Everyone should be able to choose their own death rights. But I feel like it's unnatural to not decay in some way. That's how bodies are supposed to go. I personally would like to be cremated. Spread me out to sea. Put me in a coffee tin, and then put me in a Keurig by accident. What movie did that happen in? Been typing messages to you, but never sent them. Ominous. I don't know what this is supposed to mean. Well, I do because you said it, but no harm, no foul if you message me anonymously. Like, there's no repercussions there. Send whatever you want. Go crazy. Don't actually. Favorite band? God, I don't... When people ask me what kind of music I listen to, I'm like, alright, do you have the next, like, 2 hours free? I don't know how to describe it. I have a lot of favorite bands. I can never tell you just one. What Danganronpa murder case is your favorite? The first one, Sayaka. It's just so jarring. I knew literally nothing about Danganronpa going in, and I was like, okay, this is where we play as Makoto, this is our main character. They were setting up the story for you to reconnect with this girl you were friends with in middle school, this whole thing, and then she fucking dies. And it's very jarring. I think it was the perfect way to introduce the vibe of Danganronpa, where it's like, you'll get attached to people, and then they will die. I don't think any other death has gotten me quite like that. Would you trust Nagito to hold your drink at a party? No, but because he would guard it with his life and somebody would think it was his drink and drug it, and then he'd give it back to me, and then I would be drugged and everyone would blame Nagito. What made you want to start making Danganronpa videos? I don't know. I literally don't know. I was trying to think about it yesterday, like, what possessed me to go on this fucking Danganronpa roller coaster all of a sudden? And I don't know. I just got possessed by the spirit of Dangan, and now I can't stop. Favorite clothing brand? I know this is not one specific brand, but when I go to the mall, I immediately gravitate towards PacSun. Favorite movie? Interstellar. What's a character from any media, Danganronpa or otherwise, that you'd love to have a conversation with? Maybe you don't like them, but just to talk once. Dio Brando from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I Love that motherfucker. What color is your toothbrush? It is hot pink with with clear plastic parts. Do you know Freaky Bob? Do you? Do you like Farkle or hate Donovan? I don't know what that means. Can you shout out Sugar Man Slash? I'm a friend of Joe's. Also, who's the baddest Clash of Clans character? Joe is my boyfriend Josiah. It's so weird when people call him Joe. I'm always like, who the fuck are you talking about? I don't know anyone named Joe. Shout out to my boyfriend's friend, I guess. I played Clash of Clans for like a month or two. It didn't stick with me. For some reason, I had this mental block where I like did not understand what the fuck I was looking at. Like I felt like an old person who was given a cell phone for the first time. It was just like a lot of colors that I couldn't process. And I had someone walk me through what every single thing meant because I was so confused for some reason. And I eventually figured it out, but it just didn't hold me. I'm kind of an iPad baby. So it just didn't hold me. It didn't entertain me. Now that I've thought about it for a minute, I like these guys. I don't know, they run around funny. Have you played Danganronpa 3? If so, how do you feel about it? Like I said, I'm a fake fan and I haven't actually played the games. I've been watching Let's Plays of other people play it. So I think more than halfway through Danganronpa 3. And I think that narratively, it has the best pacing so far. Like I said, Trigger Happy Havoc has fucking atrocious pacing. It is very slow. Goodbye Despair was better, but still repetitive. I think that the third one has the best pacing so far. Have you ever read or would you want to read the Danganronpa Kirigiri light novel series? I didn't know this existed until someone commented about it on one of my videos like a week ago, so now I will. Hi, I love your vids. I remember your last Q&A video talking about how you planned on making your own Danganronpa Sona, and I wanted to ask, can you draw? I have been drawing my whole life. I would say I'm medium good. I'm fucking atrocious at anatomy. I have been my whole life. I have never improved. When I draw, I take a photo of myself doing the pose and then draw over that photo. How did you come across the Danganronpa franchise? I know you are not finished with V3, but who is your character right now in V3? Love your videos, you are so funny, and congrats to 3K. Thank you. I am watching Let's Players play Danganronpa, so I already knew about them and they started playing Danganronpa, and I was like, okay, I'll bite. I'll see what this is all about. I'll see what the hype is all about. My favorite character from V3. I love Gonta. I love Maki. I like Suichi, my emu king. I said emu. Suichi, my emu king. What is your favorite game of all time? Oh god. Minecraft, Dark Souls / Bloodborne / Elden Ring. Actually, fucking Bloodborne. Bloodborne, baby. I love Bloodborne. Balatro? Balatro is a card game that I'm absolutely fucking addicted to. Insert my screen time with Balatro here. I'm actually legitimately addicted to it. Send help, it's becoming a problem. Congrats on 3K. Just recently found your channel and I'm getting into Danganronpa media. You're hilarious. Do you plan on posting any more Danganronpa related stuff? For example, more tier lists, edits, cosplay, memes, etc.? Yes. I want to get better at balancing my normal YouTube content versus my Danganronpa content. I've been on such a weird roll with these Danganronpa videos that it's like completely taken over my channel. But I don't want to stray too far from my original intent with my YouTube channel, which is to make videos that make you feel like you're FaceTiming your weird friend. Which I guess is what my Danganronpa videos are doing, but I don't want to be exclusively a Danganronpa channel. But yes, more Danganronpa content will always, as long as I keep getting ideas, it'll just keep coming. Who is your favorite and least favorite of the V3 cast so far? Like I said, I like Gonta, I like Maki, I like Suichi. Don't cancel me, because I think people like this character a lot. I don't like Kaito very much. I don't hate Kaito, like I hate other characters. He just kind of rubs me the wrong way. Like he's kind of bossy, he's really stubborn. I don't know, I just don't find him super likable for some reason. Oh, I hate the Monocubs so much. Fuck those kids. They're so goddamn annoying. They just show up and have some irrelevant ass, annoying ass conversation and then disappear, and it's like, thank you for wasting 5 minutes of my time. I'm glad they're being murdered one by one. Fuck them. I will say though, it is incredibly fucking funny during Miyu's murder trial how there was that weird incest baby plotline, and anytime the bears talked about it, Monokuma was just like completely catatonic. Like they'd be like, "The baby," and Monokuma would just be like completely disassociating. That was really fucking funny. That was hilarious to me. But other than that, fuck those bears for real. Get them off my screen. Which body discovery hit you the hardest in Danganronpa? Like I said, Sayaka was fucking shocking to me. I was like, your favorite YouTuber, question mark? Game Grumps. Secret's out. I've been watching the Game Grumps play Danganronpa. Are you using TikTok a lot? I post a lot of TikToks. I post like 10 times a day on my shitposting TikTok account. But I don't really scroll on TikTok that much. I do a little bit, but not a ton. Do you see a negative aspect to women wanting to be totally self-sufficient? No. I think it is dangerous to be completely reliant on another person. Like financially. That is such a leap of faith to be completely financially dependent on another person. Even if you completely trust them and you're gonna marry them and everything, it's still, you never ever know what's gonna happen. Seriously. It's why people in happy marriages sign prenups. You never know. You never know. So no, I don't see a negative aspect to women wanting to be totally self-sufficient. I wish I could know what perspective this person who asked this question is coming from. Like, do you think there's something negative about it? I don't know, I'm a little confused. We're gonna end it on a really deep, hard-hitting note. What color do you like the most? Pink. Pink is my favorite color. Like a light pink. Well, that is that. Thank you so much for watching. It's incredible and mind-blowing to me how much support I've received just in the past 2 weeks. It's amazing. Thank you so much for making this possible. If you want me to answer your questions, I will see you again at the 4K Q&A. There will be a link in the description of this video where you can send anonymous questions to me and I'll answer them when I hit 4K. Thank you so much for watching. I love you and I hope you have a great day. Bye.